6 Days in Fallujah is one of my most anticipated games of 2023, a game set in the 2004 Battle of Fallujah, depicting accurate portrayals of combat in 4-player tactical scenarios where the levels change every time you enter them, keeping you and your squad mates on your toes at all times. It's finally releasing into early access on June 22nd, and I got to play it early. So seeing as the game is releasing into early access, a lot of what I'm about to show you and talk about is still work in progress, but I'll say this. 6 Days in Fallujah, from the small amount I've played, is a really good game that's missing a ton of things that I think should be there from a $40 early access release on Steam. So let's just rip this band-aid off. 6 Days in Fallujah is rough around the edges. Their FPS controller is very clunky at times, and it feels a little dated compared to other indie games that I've played. Having to hit F to play an animation that locks you in as you vault over a ledge is clunky, and it feels like something I'd see from a game in 2013. And maybe after playing other FPS games all these years, I've become a bit spoiled, on top of the fact that sometimes those prompts don't appear at all, so you're sitting there like wiggling and moving back and forth trying to get the prompt to play, and then the animation lock happens. It's just very weird and it's very clunky. The main issue I have with their FPS controller is this mechanic where if you get close to edges, your character will magnetize to the edges so you can lean around corners. Games like Battlefield and Medal of Honor have had this in the past, but the difference here is that it's cranked to the max. There was plenty of times during this playthrough where I was trying to shoot at enemies close by or aim down roads, and my aim was literally being dragged to the corner of walls that I was close by. Down the end of the road. Why am I fucking getting stuck on the edge of corners and shit?
I guess you have to keep in mind that it's just a long barrel as well too.
No, it's like magnetizing me to like lean cover, you know what I mean?
It does that, yeah. It does that.
So annoying. And because it's a close quarters engagement game, there was a lot of times where this happens. And I will say this mechanic feels a little useless because unlike Battlefield and Medal of Honor, we already have lean on Q and E. Just let me control my character's lean myself and this shouldn't even be an issue. Like when it does work, it's cool, but the amount of times it didn't was annoying, especially in a game where one wrong move can get you killed. This game is hard as fuck, and that's not a complaint. I love how intense this game feels and how you literally have to rely on your teammates to not be dumb. We ran quite a few missions last night and only succeeded a small handful of times. Your main objective is to move towards the HQ building, infiltrate it, get to the roof, and then tear down the flag, and then once you do that, the onslaught happens and you have to survive until backup arrives. The visuals when you're inside these buildings is wild. Gunfire kicking up, dust, tracer rounds flying, and you just trying to see through all the dust and the chaos, the characters yelling, the enemies yelling, the gunfire, it's wild. The audio beginning to suppress in your ears and muffle because so much is going on. It's one of the most immersive shooters that I've played since probably Ready or Not or Tarkov. And that audio, just have a listen at the comms and the action going off in this clip. He's dead. I got nothing but dust in there. I'm not going through.
Can you hear you? Say it again.
I got nothing but dust in here. I'm moving in now. All right, we're clear. We're clear.
I think we're in the target building. Oh, no, we're not. It's not negative.
We are not. We are one away.
Need first aid right down the stairs? Yeah, we are going up the stairs. Oh, shit. I got this.
Now, for the purposes of these videos, content creators can only show this map and this mission, but as we know, the early access release will have 4 missions to complete in the game. I will say this, even though the procedural generation is insane in this game, the exterior map still feels very samey when you spawn in. Buildings are generally in the same kind of spots, different murder holes and walls and fences, they're laid out differently, but after the 2.5 hours of playing last night, I was definitely getting a little fatigued of running the same mission. If we have 4 missions at launch, that's great, but I am concerned about longevity and how much replayability there is for a $40 early access game that will only get more expensive as time goes on. While at the same time, from everything I've seen and what I'm expecting to be there in the early access launch, I can definitely see people picking this up in droves, as it is cheaper than other games bringing the same kind of experience like Ready or Not, and in some cases Tarkov. Tarkov's obviously more of the PvP side of things, but it's that immersive shooter experience that people are looking for, whether it's PvE or PvP. Another little quirk that I had was, and I'm not sure if this is related to the build we were on, but we couldn't set our loadouts at all. There were times where I would just randomly spawn in with an LMG, which absolutely shreds, but it didn't have a flashlight on it, so if I had to clear a building, I was forced to switch to my pistol, which is fun, but you feel a little underpowered. I spawned in once with a shotgun that kind of does okay, but the secondary is an M16 with no sights or scope, so I was fine. Then I spawned in a couple of times with a scoped M16, which feels really nice to use, but it was all just random. We were trying to figure out if it had to do with like who gets invited to the group first. We couldn't figure it out. I hope that the early access launch has us being able to choose our loadouts, even if it's bare bones. Let me choose the weapons I want to use in the mission. Hell, you can even let us choose a role if you want to limit us like that, i.e. squad, and I think that would be a little bit better to like know what you're going into these missions with. Regardless, I had an absolute blast playing last night, and I wanted to leave you guys with some raw gameplay of 6 Days in Fallujah so you can judge it for yourself. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of the game, and let's have a conversation. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. As always, my name is Big Fry, and this is 6 Days in Fallujah.
Far left, hang on, I'm hit.
I got 1, 2, 3. Alright, rush to the
Well, hang on. Coming
We're clear for now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna clear this out here.
Oh, you can't close doors after, okay. I'm gonna head up top. Who's up here?
I'm up top, that's me, Blue.
All right, Blue, you and me, keep moving.
Stairs, come on this way.
I got the staircase next to the roots up here.
Come up.
I got you covered. They're gonna try to come through here though. You watch.
All right, take him out, take him out.
Rooftop is clear.
Kicking over mortars.
Kicking real good.
This mortar is sorted.
Yeah.
Alright, mortar's taken care of.
Are we starting to move towards HQ, Buzz and I?
It's too, we have no cover up here to cover you guys, so we're gonna move down with you.
Yeah, that sounds good. We'll meet you at the front here.
Trying to find the stairs. Where the stairs at?
I'll meet back over here.
Yeah.
Follow the sound of my voice. I love actually in this game.
I know, it's cool.
Friendly's coming down.
Roger that.
Alright. Let's, we'll exit the store, follow the wall, basically that heads, south, and find a way into the compound.
Sounds good.
I believe on the other side of that wall. Right over there.
Keep moving, just keep moving, just keep moving.
Where's Buzz? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're all here.
I'm here.
I believe you can. We can climb over.
Oh, seems like a bad idea.
How do you do that?
How
I'm
long
over.
that animation takes.
Squad 3, another squad's about to make entry on the complex.
All right, come on, get over.
I'm engaged here. Multiples in the building behind you.
Yeah, climb over quickly.
Coming over now.
Alright, let's clear this room on the right. Let's clear this room on the right. Fry on you.
Best Neo imitation there. Yeah, that's great.
All right, I'm gonna go left.
Upstairs, upstairs.
I hear upstairs.
Left is clear. Left is clear.
Moving up, moving up.
Yep.
Launcher out.
He's dead. He's dead. I got nothing but dust in there. I'm not going through.
Can't hear you. Say it again.
I got nothing but dust in here. I'm moving in now. All right, we're clear. We're clear.
I think we're in the target building. Oh, no, we're not. It's not negative.
We are not. We are one away.
Need first aid right down the stairs? Yeah, we are going up the stairs. Oh, shit. I got this.
Alright. Anything downstairs?
Jeez.
Alright, we're
Fuck,
heading back
Fry.
down now. Fry, why don't you, are you good up here?
Yeah, I'm good. I just had to check. I'm good.
Alright, come on down. We're gonna clear this, target building now.
Yeah, hold on. I got guys on the roof. Oh shit.
Fry, if you wanna actually stay on the rooftop, you got more cover there.
Yep.
Maybe.
Oh, here they come. Yeah, here they come.
All we gotta do is secure this house now. Fry 3, we got major enemy action here! We need some backup! Roger, keep your heads down. We need you some help. Yeah, Tactic, hold that staircase. That's all you gotta hold.
Good shots. Good shots.
How you up there, Fry?
I'm good for now. Y'all are doing good.
What's your body count there?
Fuck, 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 fuck. I'm hit. I'm fucking hit. Got guys that came up behind me on the rooftop.